Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Now the question is very simple. Who makes the best 1/18 scale RC crawler? That's the question I want to answer today. We're not going to waste any time, guys. Let's jump right into it. For our first contender, we have the MN111 here. It is fully upgraded, featuring parts from the FMS platform. It does have the FMS suspension, tires, transmission, and so on, guys. I do have a full setup tour of this truck. If you want further details on exactly what I've done and how I've done it, I will leave a link in the description here so you can check it out. But it's an 050 motor. It's a smaller motor, but do not underestimate this truck, guys. It is pretty good. It does get the job done real nice, guys. I think it will put up a real good challenge for the Traxxas Trx4m High Trail. Now, I've also made some updates to the Trx4m. I've moved the ESC forward to get more angle on the rear shocks. I've also softened the springs front and back to make the suspension conform to the terrain a lot better. It does have the 2-speed from Traxxas as well. It's the stock tires, but I have the foam inserts inside as well as some brass wheels to bring that center of gravity down as much as possible. I did also change the servo to a ramp crab servo. It is a full metal geared servo, not really an upgrade, but more of a replacement, but it does get the job done nicely. I will also put a link in the description for all the details on this truck as well. Now we're going to do this in a points-based system. You can check it out right here. This will be the best way to keep track of each truck's performance. We're going to rank them all up, and then at the end of the series, we're going to crown a winner. Consider this as a part 1 of the upcoming series. We're going to feature the Red Cat in upcoming videos, the square body. We're going to have my FCX18 Hummer here, which is my most upgraded truck, and several others as well. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's jump right into the action. We're going to start things off here with a pretty steep incline. Trx4m doesn't quite have the traction, but it does have the wheel speed to get it up and over. So let's see how it gets through this next obstacle here. While it does have the traction and torque to get past the first step, the breakover angle becomes a problem. It doesn't quite have the clearance to get up on that second brick, so it starts to slide around. It starts to get all bent out of shape there, so it's not quite able to get this section done. We're going to skip ahead to see how it handles this next challenge. Then after it completes it, we're going to have the MN111 have a go on the course to see how it does as well. Approach and steering angle was enough to get this section done. I did also like the suspension travel. It had more than enough to keep all tires on the ground. Let's see how the MN111 does. Now the MN111 has 3 big problems here: a short wheelbase, not enough traction, or wheel speed. Now we're going to try one last time here. If it's not able to do it, we're going to have to skip ahead to the next challenge. Same issues persist with this next challenge here. It doesn't have quite enough traction or wheel speed to get up over this brick, but not to worry, guys. The next challenges will play to this defender's strengths, so stick around. It will show you what it's got. so the Traxxas is off to a better start. Let's add some points to the list here to see how they're performing so far. 3 being the highest score, 0 if they had to skip ahead. Let's see how they're ranking. Now this next section challenges all the important factors to being a good crawler: traction, power, steering angle, balance, stability, you name it, guys. So this section here is going to be a good test for both rigs to see how well they do. Let's see how each rig performs. The Defender experiences the same issues as the Ford through this section, however it doesn't have the same amount of steering angle to get it upright again, so it's going to be a reset for the Defender here. Here's an opportunity for the Defender to redeem itself. It has a lower center of gravity as well as better gearing and portal axles for better clearance. So let's see what it can do here. Good approach angles, nice stability, no issues with traction or torque. Good job, Defender. Let's see what the Ford F-150 can do through this section. Approach angles are noticeably worse than the Defender through this section. I can't quite find the right line to get over this obstacle. We're gonna have to take a reset here to see if we can get past this spot here. Alright, we made it through using a completely different line. Let's add some points here to see how the trucks are doing while we make our way back where we came from. Interesting, we have a role reversal here. Now it's the Defender's turn to struggle to make it up this obstacle. It can't quite match the line of the Ford, so it's going to have to take a reset and choose a different line to see if it can make its way up here. Alright, let's give each truck one last opportunity to score full marks through this bonus gate. After this, we're going to add up the scores and we're going to crown a winner. The Defender is able to use its portal axles to get at the clearance it needs to get through that sharp ledge right there. Let's see if it can complete this course and score full marks. Nice job, Defender. It completed the bonus gate. Let's see if the Ford can take this lead all the way home, or did the Defender have just enough to steal that victory? Huge surprise for the Ford here. It doesn't quite have the breakover angle to get past that sharp ledge. Let's see if it can find the right line to get over this obstacle. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to finish the bonus gate. That's a huge upset for the Trx4m fans there. Let's add some points to see how the trucks are doing. Was the Defender able to steal that win, or did the Trx4m do just enough to keep the victory? There you have it, guys. We have a winner. The Trx4m did just enough to keep that victory, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Get subscribed for more cool content, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a series, so stay tuned for the next segment. We're going to have the Trx4m go up against the Red Cat Ascent 18 Scout. That's going to be a pretty tough one, guys, so get subscribed so you don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.